Shiny Nikki is a game that I took a look at last year when it was released, and I really enjoyed it at the time. My account is level 40 when I stopped playing, and I do look back on my time in the game quite fondly. Shiny Nikki is the sequel to the popular fashion game Love Nikki Dress Up Queen. With its in-depth story and breathtaking visuals, I have returned to the game in 2022 to see what has changed, what's the same, and whether I still enjoy the game going forward, and if you should pick up the game yourself this year. What is up, my dwellers of the interwebs? I'm Sorasyn, and welcome to my channel. Pleased to make your acquaintance. Please drop a like and subscribe to the channel if you like my content, and if you're watching this on TapTap, I hope you'll consider following my profile as well. All gaming content is played and recorded on an emulator while I wait to get my phone fixed, and is from an Android perspective. Shiny Nikki has an incredibly deep and sometimes shocking and dark plotline. To sum up the beginning of the game, it seems like Nikki has been transported to another world and has gone back in time to stop this current world from being destroyed, and she'll save the world with the power of fashion. I know it sounds pretty ridiculous, but it is really fun to read the story. My only complaints about the story is there are times when some characters just talk for a little bit too long, and it's in those moments that I tend to lose focus just a bit. I must give the game massive props though for having majority of the text voice acted. I would have preferred all encounters voice acted, but I'll take the main story being voice acted over none at all. And the voice actors are also really good. It doesn't sound like bad English like a lot of games that become available for the global audience. A lot of care has been taken to make sure the voiceovers are of a high quality, and I am very happy with that. There's only one character that you focus on, and that's the gorgeous and adorable Nikki. She's the only main character that is in full 3D. The other characters you meet along the way are all drawn in 2D art, and you won't find them in any 3D form, unfortunately. You play a person who came from the same world as Nikki, but you only reside in her memories and her thoughts. You are her companion through all her main story. Any clothing customization is done purely through Nikki. You are her clothing designer, as she puts it, and puts her faith in what you decide for her to wear. Nikki's 3D character is super high quality, same with all her clothing too. There has been no corners cut when it comes to the detail and the quality of the clothing. Even when you zoom in, you can see how much effort has gone into each clothing piece and the care and detail that has gone into it. The biggest surprise for me when I played the game last year was that there is a form of combat in the game. You battle it out with various NPC characters you meet along the way in the form of fashion combat. The better fashion points you have, the higher chance of you defeating your opponent. You basically combat other fashionistas with the power of fashion. And your designer reflections, which are like designer spirits, those you can earn from the gacha system or from the main story. So, armed with your designer reflections, Nikki takes on these various fashionistas who either challenge her or just want to fashion battle. Once in a fashion battle, you have to tap on the correct icons at the bottom to match the current piece of clothing being ranked, and also activate your designer reflection at the right moment to get a boost in points. That's basically the gist of what combat is like in Shiny Nikki, and eventually you are able to combat in auto mode, but that's only for some parts of the game. There's also plenty of group combat matches you can do with friends or guild members. There's even an arena system. Not real-time combat though, since you can skip to the results of your combat. I'm assuming they're offline bots of saved player stats. Shiny Nikki is a vertical style mobile game, which isn't really a preferred method of gaming for me, but I can understand why the developers would want to have the game set up this way, which is to allow for a more detailed look at the costume designs when Nikki wears them. The main focus of the gameplay is the main storyline, but it does tie in the side projects to the main story pretty well. You will need to do investigation missions to find certain items to help progress a main mission. There's the Diamond Arena, where you can challenge other players in a fashion battle, and the Mind Maze, which has its own set of missions for you to complete and rewards to earn. There's several team-based areas that can be done solo or as a team. I would advise doing these with friends or guild members to get better friend affinity with one another, as well as better rewards from completing them as a group. This is for the intimate friend rewards in the benefit center, so try and find someone to pair up with and focus on those affinity points. If you can't find someone to pair up with, then join a guild and make some friends. The Arc is where you go to rank and level up your designer reflections, as well as awaken them, among other things. Ranking up your designer reflections can get pretty expensive, so I'd definitely try rank up the ones you know are your best cards. Unless you are a whale player, then it doesn't really matter to you. You can also visit Nikki's home, where you can build up your bond with her, interact with her, and watch her do funny things, like for example drop her phone on her face while while she's in her bed. As your bond grows, she will strike up more conversations with you to try and learn more about you. She'll do things like ask you your birthday, buy you gifts, and just ask questions to learn more about you. I really felt bad when I told her I wasn't into astrology, but when I said she could talk to me all about it anyway, she got all happy again, and you know, it's cute moments like those that keep me coming back to this game. The dressing room is exactly what it sounds like. This is where you can dress up Nikki however you like. Fashion points don't matter here, it's all about your personal taste and how you want to dress up Nikki with the clothes you have available to you. There's also a camera mode within the dressing room, which has plenty of poses to use and unlock, as well as backgrounds, stickers, portraits to use and unlock. You can use these pictures to create your avatar picture as well as your name card. The Gate of Heart is the gacha system section of Shining Nikki. Within this section, there is 3 gacha modes available. The first one is where you can use your pink gems to try and earn the SR and SSR limited event outfits. The drop rates are incredibly good, by the way. The second gacha banner is where you can spend your in-game gold to try and get more standard outfits. It's really easy to burn through all your gold, so be careful. And then finally, the last gacha banner is another premium currency banner and is for the 2 UR outfits. I really want the UR Voice of Desire outfit so badly. The design center is where you can find the Apple Apparel store. This store has 2 purposes. You'll be buying sets of clothing or accessory items from here as ingredients for crafting for the main missions, and it's also a great place for extra clothing to just buy for Nikki. Majority of items cost gold, but a few items cost pink diamonds, but they are fairly cheap. The designer intel hub is where you do all your investigation research. These are important to the main quest as well as getting more upgrade materials, but can only be done 10 times a day. The workshop is the place to go for where you craft your clothing. Crafting can cost a lot of resources but is needed for mission advancement. The Stylist Academy is where you go to increase your stylist levels in different clothing, hair, and accessories. Each level costs a certain amount of different clothing as well as gold. And finally, there's the Colors Newsroom where you can unlock different magazines and challenge their magazine styles for various rewards. There is also a guild system in the game, and I originally had a guild when I played last year, but I gave it up to the biggest whale player in my guild when I decided to stop playing. I also highly suggest adding as many people to your friends list as possible. Every day you'll both send and receive stamina, so don't turn away free stamina. They've also added in a nail salon now, a new feature where you can design and serve clients daily to create and win some really pretty nail art. You can even design your own as well as win some new nail designs, and it is actually quite a fun new feature for the game. The nail salon has its own gacha system as well. After you have completed serving your clients for the day, the store will close and you will have to come back the next real-time day after the server reset to play it again. This game is so dense for a fashion game. I honestly thought it was just a dress-up game, but it is a lot deeper than that, and it was a pleasant surprise when I found out the first time. Visually, this game is stunning. Even though it's played in portrait, I still really enjoy it. There is so much to do and so many events running that you can try for. However, I am stuck on the main story missions at the moment because my stats are all just too low for now. I need to focus on improving my account overall before I can advance further. I also really like how they've added in CGI cinematics of certain events to the game. They are very cool to watch, and it swaps to landscape when they are played. Overall, Shining Nikki is an absolutely beautiful 3D fashion game. Developed for 3 years and powered by Paper Game's cutting-edge graphics technology, Shining Nikki presents stunning visuals like nothing you've seen before. Thousands of fabric textures are faithfully recreated with models consisting of over 80,000 polygons, top-graded lighting system, and shadow matrix. The game will deliver the most amazing and realistic dress-up experience on your screen. Every piece of clothing is so detailed. There are no muddy low-resolution textures in this game, especially if you have everything on the maximum settings. It truly is a gorgeous game, and I love all the little details in the clothing. I cannot get over how pretty this game is. The whole game is just ridiculously cute, and the new features added definitely add to the overall experience. I really hope you give it a try. Also, if you're in the Southeast Asia region, C players will be getting their own Shining Nikki available on the Play Store coming soon. But if you can't wait that long, you're always welcome to download the game on taptap.io, which is where I downloaded the game myself. So there you have it. That's my first impression on Shining Nikki in 2022. Thank you for watching. I'm Sorasyn. Have a fantastic day. Feel free to follow me on all my socials. Links are all in the description and pinned comment below.